Jesus was a brown-skinned refugee from the Middle East. Jesus was a Middle Eastern Jew. It's unlikely he had blue eyes or blonde hair. There's no physical description of him in the Bible, but there's also no doubt that the historical Jesus was brown-skinned. This is not controversial from a scholarly point of view. Many churches and cultures do depict Jesus as a brown or black man. If you enter a church in Africa, you'll likely see an African Jesus on display, but in the West, he's usually depicted as white. This is merely a tradition. Anthropological studies recreated the possible appearance of Christ. In 2001, Richard Neve led a team for the reconstruction. They used an Israeli skull from the 1st century. They made a computer model. It depicts a man with tanned skin and brown eyes. He has short dark hair and a beard. This is what most men of the era looked like. Additionally, Jesus was a refugee. The UN defines a refugee as someone who has been forced to flee his or her country because of persecution, war, or violence. Let's turn to the Gospel of Matthew. King Herod was enraged by rumors of the Messiah's birth in Bethlehem. He ordered every boy under 2 years old to be murdered, but Joseph had been warned about this ahead of time by an angel. He was told to flee to Egypt. Joseph, Mary, and Jesus remained in Egypt until the death of Herod. Even then, though, Joseph was warned not to go back. The situation in Judea under Herod's son Archelaus was still perilous. Thus, he withdrew to the district of Galilee. Jesus' refugee status had been foretold by the prophet Hosea. The escape and refuge in return was, as Matthew says,
to fulfill what the Lord had spoken by the prophet, "Out of Egypt I called my son."
So Jesus was a Jew called out of Egypt to begin his ministry.